Microsoft provides tools for the developer community, and this is their hub. This site, they call it the Microsoft Developer Network, is their hub to provide resources for developers to create apps, to develop games, to do stuff on the web, what have you, and really to really help provide them with the tools and the resources they need just to get in and make amazing work. I do the content and design for the weekly refresh of the MSDN homepage. From a content and design perspective, my role is specific to the homepage. So a lot of times when we're thinking about the conversion journey, there's one specific task or item that we want our users to complete. And in this scenario, it's less so about one specific action. It's about, we want to be your source. We want to be your source of information on the resources that you're looking for. So on any given homepage, we're looking at between, I would say, about 9 to 12 different possible calls to action. And this is a really interesting scenario and space to get to work in. When I work with teams and we talk about digital, the focus is 100% on creating a user-centric, a customer-centric approach. And because an element of my work deals with memory and cognitive load and a streamlined experience, I'm very reticent to say, let's have 12 calls to action on the homepage. But I actually really love this scenario because it's one in which it works really well. And here's why. They are focused on providing resources for developers. There are many resources that developers are looking for. So a lot of times when we're thinking about the conversion journey, there's one specific task or item that we want our users to complete. And in this scenario, it's less so about one specific action. It's about, we want to be your source. We want to be your source of information on the resources that you're looking for. So by very nature, that's a different type of goal, isn't it? So this really, really works. And so they do provide a handful of different resources on the homepage, and then the way they segment it out relates to subject, relates to content, relates to what's coming up if there's a new event. This is a high load experience. So every single week, I'm turning over between 6 to 10 solutions. And I have created 700 sets of graphics and matching content to correspond. 700. So what that has allowed me to do is really immerse myself in this teeny tiny little sort of like micro scenario. And it's been a really fruitful and enriching experience. So here are a few of the things that I have learned. First off, composition is everything. And I've really enjoyed this particular role because I have such a deep fascination and passion for the golden ratio, for composition, for visual harmony, for balance. What is that? How is it made? And what does it mean? After doing it 700 times, I'm very pleased to say, there's still something very satisfying and meditative to me about sitting down to what's our aspect ratio now? It's something like 708 by 255 graphic, and figuring out just how to place it and what makes the most sense, both inside that frame and then when you step out and think about it in the broader ecosystem of where that image and that artwork is going to be consumed. It's going to be consumed alongside these other visual elements. So not only do you want to provide a compositional solution that fits for that specific space, you also then zoom out and what is the right composition that's going to fit in this broader experience. There's a level of harmony and balance that relates to the way the colors interact with one another. What is the color story of this graphic and this experience, and how does that relate to the overall balance and harmony you're creating? What are the elements? Where is your eye being drawn? And how do you guide the eye through? And so it's not only just a flat positive negative space conversation. How is depth managed in this image as well? So it's been a really fun experience to get to just have this dialogue every week with harmony and composition and sacred geometry. And there's such a depth to it, and it really is how do elements play off one another? How do elements speak to one another? You know, it's the deepest experience I've had the pleasure of working on when it comes to this concept of sacred geometry and composition and color story and depth and message as well.